race fans, we are here live back here once again at Daytona International Speedway under the lights, getting ready for the Budweiser Shootout. Now, after the last chance qualifier, we have three rookies: Jonathan Zorlin, Stephen Colin, and our winner Nathan Ormond, who's going to start this race from the 7th position right beside James Qualls. These three rookies are going up against the best of the best from Sega's history. And our front row consists of Danny Wells in the 12 and Jessica Shelton in the number 20. Now, the last chance qualifier was 16 laps, but this race is going to be 24 laps, and these drivers are going to have an extra 8 laps to try to duke it out with. And hopefully this race will become as clean as the last chance qualifier was, but never say never. Alright, we're ready to get things underway, and I hope you guys are ready, as we're just seconds away from those famous words in motorsports.
And now, race fans, the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
Guys, I just want everybody to remember today, we don't need to lead any lap until that last lap. That's the only one that matters today.
And as the drivers roll off pit road, here is your starting lineup for the Budweiser Shootout. Our pole sitter Danny Wells has a couple of Second Cup Series victories under his belt from last season, and this season he will start off from the pole in the shootout, hoping to capitalize with his new race team. Now he has a teammate, Dylan Young, who's going to start near the back of the pack on the inside, right beside Dylan Pote. It's the Dylan and Dylan show back in row 8 as the pace car makes its way onto pit road. We're here about to race for 24 laps as the green flag is now out for the shootout. All these drivers continue to go double file as Danny Wells edges out Jessica Shelton coming out of turn 4, but she is not letting up on that outside as Danny Wells now has a bumper full of James McLeod as he will lead our first lap. These Second Cup Series veterans trying to keep this race particularly clean, as we now see James McLeod trying to edge out Danny Wells just a little bit by giving him another push so he can clear that 20 car. But as soon as he goes to the outside, here comes James McLeod in that 51 car. He's trying to get to the inside of Danny Wells, which that will give him the lead. As further back, they're trying to make it 3 wide, as we now see the 78 of Ryan Acosta got forced to the outside there. Now here comes our reigning champion Michael Norman here in his with his new race team, going over to Wood Brothers Racing to run the number 21. And here comes our last chance qualifier winner, getting help from his teammate Seth Cole. That's Nathan Ormond in the 48. Nathan Ormond, he's trying to show that he can run with the top dogs in the Second Cup. But James McLeod, he's trying to do what he can to defend his lead. As he dives down to the inside, He's going to get right in front of his old boss. That's Seth Cole in the 24 from Hendrick Motorsports. He's being pushed by Steven Gonzalez in the 28 car, who actually won the Daytona 500 last season. With his new race team, since Michael Waltrip Racing folded, he's now sets his sights on Yates Racing, as they're now going 3 wide for second place, as Seth Cole, he will take the lead away. McLeod and Gonzalez, they're stuck on the high side, as now Seth Cole is going to have a bumper full of Dylan Young in the deuce. Seth Cole dives down to the inside to try to block a charging Steven Kohler. And here comes our winner from Infineon last season. That's Charles Sanford in the 34 car. And he's bringing Levi McIntyre and Joshua Mudd with him. Our reigning defending Mountain Dew Co-Red Truck Series champion. He decided to stay with Hendrick Motorsports after driving the 48 last season, as he moves his talents over to the 5 car, hoping to make a drastic change for himself, as we're having another battle for the lead. And oh man, as Levi McIntyre takes the lead, they're trying to make it 4 wide. Oh, Ryan Acosta, what are you doing? This is not going to be bad. And there they go. Oh, we got a wreck. Oh, huge wreck in the back. Oh man, Tim Fiegel's in it. Poteet's in it. Joshua Mudd's in it. Oh man, and there's another car back there. That's Charles Sanford. Oh, I knew that was not gonna last. As soon as they tried to make it 4 wide, that was not gonna stick. They made it work in the last chance qualifier, but these guys are trying to go for the shootout win. As Joshua Mudd, he has a ton of rear damage to the back of that 5. Charles Sanford is back here as we see the pace car, and our leader coming to the line was Cole Daly. And do we have another accident? Because the pack is really separated. There's a little bit of front end damage to the 48 of Nathan Ormond, and I don't know if we had another accident, but the pack is gonna have to bunch back up. As we take a look at our race leader Cole Daly, let's take a look and see what happened to bring out our first caution. Well, here's what happened to brought out our first caution. Just coming out of turn 2, the 78 and the 31 come in contact with each other, and that sends Poteet right up into the left rear quarter panel of Joshua Mudd. Now, Poteet tried to do his best to stay off of the 5, but when you go 4 wide at Daytona, there's just no room to act, as the wheels lock up on the 5. And Joshua Mudd, he just gets forced into the wall, and that sends him up on 2 wheels. Tim Fiegel slams into the back of the 78, as his teammate Cole Daly also hits him, and that just sends them spinning around. Michael Norman gets a piece of Dylan Poteet, as we see. Oh man, it's just a lot of cars just piling up here. Jessica Shelton, who started second, she's back there behind Poteet, and she gives him a little tap. And Ryan Acosta also came in contact with Dylan Young, and James McLeod just barely misses the 78 after he bounced off the wall. But oh man, the driver that got the worst end of this was Joshua Mudd, as we see Michael Norman spinning in the infield grass, but he appears to be fine. Has Daytona already claimed its first victims before the season has even started? I don't know. We're going to have to check as we're about to get back underway here. Before we head back to live action, let's ride on board with the 88 of Steven Colin to see what he saw. He was caught deep in all of that. And here we are back at Daytona. We're going to restart on lap number 10. And shockingly enough, no drivers retired out of the race from that accident. But Joshua Mudd, he is missing like the entire rear of his car. Just look, there's nothing there. it's exposed, and I don't know if that's going to help or hurt him, but he's going to restart from the 14th position as we're now going to go over our top 10. After pit stops, we have Jonathan Zorlin as the race leader. Second is Cole Daly. Third is Levi McIntyre. Fourth is Alex Ferranti. Fifth is Cody Lamas. Sixth is Seth Cole. Seventh is Steven Gonzalez. Eighth is Charles Sanford. Ninth is James McLeod. And rounding out the top 10 is Stephen Colin. We already saw what happens when these cars go 4 wide. Are they going to try it again? I don't know, but Jonathan Zorlin will lead the pack down as we are coming here for the restart. And oh man, it looks like Cole Daly may have spun the tires a little bit as he probably didn't get going. And that's going to open the door for Alex Ferranti to take third place away from Levi McIntyre. Alex Ferranti with his new team at Hendrick Motorsports. He was one of the final 4 for last year's championship, but he barrel rolled down the front straightaway and lost one of the 9s he had. As he now takes away second place from Cole Daly as they're about to go 3 wide for 6 now. Steven Gonzalez, Charles Sanford, and Levi McIntyre. As we're gonna have to take a look at the back to see if there are any slow cars, and that doesn't appear to be the case. Well, Poteet might be a little bit slow. He's losing the pack. He already lost Tim Fiegel, so yeah, he may be one of the cars that might go a lap down once if the race does go green for that long. And oh man, and we just had a battle for the lead now. Alex Ferranti just took it away from Jonathan Zorlin, but now he doesn't have any help as his teammate Seth Cole now. He's going to try to take it away now as we have a Hendrick Motorsports 1-2 right now. Doesn't that look familiar? As Seth Cole takes the lead, but he's going to have an inside line charging behind him. Steven Gonzalez, James Qualls, Levi McIntyre, and Cody Lamas. As Gonzalez, he's staying all over the back of the 24, but Seth wisely dives down to the inside to stop a charging James Qualls in that number 70 car. As he just manages to stop his momentum for a bit, but James Qualls, he is charging. He wants to represent for his new race team, Joanna Atwood Motorsports, in that number 70 car. His teammate Matt McIntyre was in the last chance qualifier, but unfortunately he didn't make it. So Qualls is running solo here as he dives down to the inside to take the lead away from Seth Cole, which he does. Is he going to get help from Steven Gonzalez? Yes, he is. The 28 dives down to help the number 70 car as he will lead the lap as we pass the halfway mark as we're about to have a 3-wide battle for 5th here. Danny Wells just got around Cody Lamas and Levi McIntyre. He's going to try to get back up here. Our Bud Shootout pole sitter as oh man, James Qualls, he forces Seth Cole on the high side as Steven Gonzalez, he takes the lead away. Gonzalez he does know a thing or two about winning at Daytona. He did win the Daytona 500 last season. And here comes Charles Sanford. He has still yet to get a win on an oval track. His only win last season came at Infineon, which is a road course. He would love to win here in the number 34. As Steven Gonzalez, he dives down to block a charging Cole Daly in that 18 car. As we now switch to the spectators camera to see Steven dive down to the inside once more as we're having a 3-wide battle for second place here. Charles Sanford backs out of it as he will drop a few spots as Seth Cole. We're trying to see him try to get back the lead. As oh man, they're slicing and dicing through the back straightaway as we see Levi McIntyre go to the high side behind Cole Daly, and he looks to try to get more. He almost dove down and cut Charles Sanford off. That could have been disastrous as Gonzalez continues to lead. Seth Cole, he dives down to the inside. He wants the lead back as Charles Sanford, he goes back down to the inside. Further back, we see Jonathan Zorlin now. He goes under Stephen Colin. one of the drivers that finished he finished second place in the last chance qualifier. Now he's going to try to go for the win, and he's going to get help from James Qualls as we're about to have yet another battle for the lead. Cole's teammate Ferranti, he's going to try to push the number 34 to the lead. And here comes Jonathan Zorla now. He's going to try to come back once more to get in the front of the pack as Sanford now leads here at Daytona. Charles Sanford didn't have time to dive down as he will now take the lead away, but he won't have it for long because here comes Ferranti now. And oh boy, they're making it 3 wide for the lead. Ferranti is stuck in the middle as Sanford is stuck on the high side with no help. As Jonathan Zorland, he will take the lead once more. I don't know if these drivers are binding their time. If this was the last chance qualifier again, this would be the last lap. But that race came down to pit strategy, and I don't know if that's going to happen again for this race. They have 8 more laps to settle it out as James Qualls, he will take the lead away again as we now see Steven Gonzalez trying to get under the 12 of Danny Wells for position. And oh man, we got pit stops. Oh man, pit stops are happening right now as that will give the lead over to James Qualls. With a small 2-car breakaway from the pack, James Qualls and Alex Ferranti are going to try to run away with it. But the question is, when are these two going to come down pit road? Third place now is Seth Cole, and we're having these small packs of cars here being led by Danny Wells in the 4th position as they're now going 3 wide for 5th between Levi McIntyre, Stephen Colin, and James McLeod. But McIntyre, he charges ahead as he will try to take away 4th place from Danny Wells. But now we have to take a look at Ferranti, and Ferranti is indeed pitting as well as James Qualls. But Seth Cole, he's going to try to roll the dice here as well as 3 more drivers. Nathan Ormond, Stephen Colin, and Danny Wells. Now Nathan Ormond, he did win the last chance qualifier. Could he be trying to do the same strategy that actually help him get the win? I don't know, but that 48 car, he's trying to show that he definitely belongs here as he just put his teammate Joshua Mudd a lap down. Now Danny Wells, he's going to be charging right behind Seth Cole, but are these guys going to come down this time by? And Danny Wells, he got to run in turns 3 and 4, but it looks like Seth, he's indeed slowing down, and as he will come down pit road, and so does Wells. And Orman comes down as well as Collins. So the last 4 drivers running on the track are indeed coming down for their stops. Now this may be the only pit stops that they need. Now they did pit under caution, so I don't know if this is going to be gas and go for what, but we're going to have to keep an eye on Seth Cole since he is the race leader. Let's go to the pit lane camera. Danny Wells has that first pit box since he did indeed start on the pole. And here comes Jessica Shelton into her pit now. And I was right. It looks like it was just gas and go. And oh man, there was almost some contact between teammates there. Seth Cole and Nathan Orman got together on pit road, and that's going to help Danny Wells as he gets out first. But oh man, it appears that Nathan Orman may have gotten the worst of it because he is going way slower. As here comes the rest of the pack here being led by James Qualls. They passed Orman, are about to pass Colin and Wells. Now Seth Cole, I believe he is the race leader now, but I don't think he is anymore. This may be the battle for the lead right now between Levi McIntyre and James Qualls. Now Levi McIntyre, he drove for Penske last season, decided to bring his number 60 over to the Roush stable, and I do believe that he is our race leader. Yes, he is. Levi McIntyre, the 2-time winner last season. One of his notable finishes was the Coke 600 where he barely beat out Alex Drayton. As we have 5 laps to go, it looks like this is going to be a 6-car race between Levi McIntyre, Cole Daly, Jonathan Zorland, Alex Ferranti, James Qualls, and Charles Sanford. Further back, we have a battle for 7th place between Seth Cole and Steven Gonzalez. Ninth place by himself is Cody Lamas, and rounding out the top 10, shockingly, is Ryan Acosta out of Spire Motorsports. Ryan Acosta, he was involved in that first caution, and he would love to get another win this season before the season started, but if he doesn't get up there with the rest of the pack, it may have to wait for the Gatorade Duels. I don't know. We're going to have to find out, though. As we head back up to the front, it looks like it's still all about Levi McIntyre in that number 60. Sponsored by Roush Performance Parts. Jonathan Zorlin, though, one of the, I believe, Zorlin, he's the only rookie that's in the top 10 right now. Our next rookie, I'm trying to look through the ticker, it's Nathan Orman. He's in 13th. Well, actually, Stephen Kohler and Nathan Orman, they're actually battling for the 12th position as we're now going single file now. But oh boy, as soon as I say that they go single file, here comes Cole Daly in the 18 to try to take away second, and he's bringing Ferranti with him, but time is slowly running out. They only have 3 laps to go. If anyone wants to make a move on that number 60, they better do it soon, as Cole Daly, he's going to try to do what he can to chase down that number 60. Let's ride on board with the M&M's Toyota. Cole Daly trying to do wherever he can to chase down that number 60, and he's slowly closing the gap. But they're about to cross the start-finish line as we now have 2 laps to go. Levi McIntyre better do some defensive driving if he wants to try to win this race. And oh boy, they're catching up on a slow car now. I think that might be Dylan Pote. That might be Pote, and yes it is. It's the number 31. But now, where are these drivers gonna go? They're gonna catch that number 31 before this race is over. It's a small 2-car breakaway as Cole Daly just charging the number 60. As Charles Sanford, he's stuck there here in third. As James Qualls, he now goes to the inside to try to take away that 3rd place position. But oh man, Pote, he's gonna have to get out of the way. The white flag is waving as they're now coming out of turn 4. I don't know where Pote is going, but oh man, they're gonna have to split him as McIntyre goes to the outside. That just killed all the momentum that Daly had as the white flag is now waving. This race may have just been gift wrapped to McIntyre by Pote by not going down to the low side quick enough. I don't know if the 18 has anything for that number 60. He has no help right now. Charles Sanford is running back by himself in 3rd. As Pote, he holds up Jonathan Zorlin and Alex Ferranti, and he actually dives down to the inside to block Ferranti. But yeah, this is definitely a 3-car breakaway as Cole Daly is going to try to do wherever he can to chase that number 60 down. But it may be too little too late. He's trying to get a final charge here. Oh man, he's got the run, but I think it's too late. He's going to the inside now, but we're coming to the tri-oval, and it looks like that it is going to be McIntyre. Oh man. A close finish, but Levi McIntyre will take the Budweiser Shootout. You gotta give it up for Cole Daly. If he wasn't held up by Dylan Pote, that finish probably could have been a little bit closer. But the Bud Shootout has been conquered, and his name is Levi McIntyre. He will take the Sega Cup Series Budweiser Shootout. Oh man, this finish definitely disappointed here. It didn't really come down to pit strategy, but it came down to a lap car, and Levi McIntyre capitalized by going to the outside here. But oh man, looks like he got congratulated by a couple of drivers. James Qualls there at the very end. But Levi McIntyre, he will win the Budweiser Shootout here. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of the field. Cole Daly will end up 2nd, Charles Sanford 3rd, Jonathan Zorlin, not bad for the rookie. He ends up with a 4th place finish. James Qualls ends up with a top 5. Ferranti 6th, Steven Gonzalez 7th, 8th is Seth Cole, 9th Cody Lamas, and rounding out the top 10 is Ryan Acosta. The rest of the top 15, Danny Wells, Stephen Kohler, Dylan Young, James McLeod, and Nathan Orman round out the top 15. Then we have Jessica Shelton, Joshua Mudd, Michael Norman, and Tim Fiegel was the last car on the lead lap. And Dylan Pote will have to settle for dead last after he contributed to the finish. So he can't say that he didn't get any spotlight tonight. Well, the Sega Cup Series Budweiser Shootout is in the books, but don't forget, next time we come back here, the sun will be shining as we're gonna get ready for our Gatorade Duels. Congratulations one last time to Levi McIntyre for winning the Budweiser Shootout, and we'll see you next time.